All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. My name is Dr. Mongoose. I, of course, am your dungeon master, and welcome back to the first of what are going to be many of our Dances with Dice one-shots. I hope you guys have all been having a lovely time. I hope you've been enjoying your time off as much as we have. But without further ado, we return.
Our time off?
What?
We've been enjoying our time off?
I mean, you've had time off. I haven't been enjoying my time off. I have had to write because I was a dumbass and decided wrap up my campaign before writing the next one, instead of being smart and writing while it was happening.
Great.
So, we return to the city of Neverwinter. It is about 6 months after your defeat of Mikhail, saving of the world. I think the biggest event thus far, the biggest two events thus far, is you guys had to put down a recently reawakened Azamar, decided to become a pirate, and took off on the high seas, raiding ships up and down the coast. And Eisen and Archilarius and all of you guys went on a little journey to deal with that issue. One of many that will crop up over the years as Azamar decide they want to take their parents' place. And of course, finding Karma's parents. They're still in recovery in a hospital in Neverwinter, but Karma, I imagine you visit them quite frequently.
I do, very much so.
And yeah, I guess, is there anything that you guys have been up to in the 6 months other than, what narration dictates?
Loving myself.
Gross. Self-love, I guess. Oh.
Eisen hasn't pulled his nose out of that book from Andromeda's office.
Oh, Christ. I thought I was free of that.
You're never going to be free.
Look. You're not the one who's had to deal with it. Karma's had to deal with it.
Exactly. Wait a minute.
I'm in hell.
Myriad, just like, I am in hell.
Didn't you miss this?
No.
Everyone posting the Discord like, yeah, I can't wait to play with you guys. I missed you guys. And
I didn't know we were going to go head first straight into horny.
we haven't been around for a while. Of course, we're just gonna dive headfirst into horny.
We have to get it out of our system.
Look. The DM brought up the book. I didn't do shit.
This is true.
You're
I
right.
did.
This is Zach's fault.
This is entirely my fault. But yeah, have you guys, other than Eisen's self-care routine, have you guys been up to anything? Have you done anything special?
Myria.
I feel like I don't get proposed to for a good hot minute, so...
No, the proposal is about, I would say, about a year or so, maybe 2 years in. It takes a while. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the world. The first couple years are a pretty busy time for all of you.
That's fair. We haven't exactly had, normal date time, so...
Yeah. I think Draft definitely takes you out on a my girlfriend's super attractive, she saved the world date. She takes you to you guys get to see a new opera. Rimond hooks you guys up with with the penthouse suite at the Gilded Rose. You guys have a nice time. It's a very fun date to celebrate you winning.
Hell yeah. Alright, that's good enough for me then.
Karma, Eisen, you guys been up to anything?
Other than fucking... No, I'm just kidding.
Other than fucking getting boned down.
Abiria hangs up.
We are an audio medium, but for the visuals, Morgan just had a fucking conniption. Morgan just questioned every choice they've ever made to get them to this point.
Someday I'll find new friends.
Someday.
It's not that day.
Take me with you.
I don't know if I can trust you.
It's
Um,
fine. Me and Alex will just hang out. We'll be best buds. We'll have
Yeah.
we'll DM our own stuff back and forth at each other.
Christ.
Honestly, what you described, I don't know where Eisen would find time to be doing much of other else than doing what you were just talking about.
All right.
I feel like that's a lot.
Yeah, Karma's probably spending a lot of time at her, with her parents, kind of like making food and bringing it to them, or having someone else make the food and bring it to them. Because I don't know how much of a cook she is. I don't know.
It's up to you. I don't know how domestic or how much time you've had to be domestic in,
This
the
bitch.
last year or two of saving the world.
She probably burns things. She probably cooks like my mom, and I don't mean that as an insult. I love my mom's cooking. She's the reason why I like my scrambled eggs a little burnt, and I like my chicken dry as the Sahara Desert.
These are not good things. We have
See,
repeatedly told her they're not good things.
And I love these things. If my chicken is too moist, I'm terrified that it was just freshly murdered and slabbed onto my plate. Anyway,
This
but
is
she
Hannah
probably
who didn't
cooked-
have a lentil until we lived together, so
That's true. I also never had lentils, and then Morgan introduced them to me. But she's probably trying to bring meals to them in the hospital and just kind of introducing them to the area. And
I feel like she experiments the meals on Eisen first. Like, she's like, Eisen, try this, and he just he's like, it's so good. It's
tears pouring out of his face.
delicious. And he's
when
just
she's not looking, he just spits it out the window.
It's like the scene in Lord of the Rings when Aragorn's like, it's so good. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
Or like in-
thinnest soup ever.
Like in Brave, when she gives her mom like the little tart, and her mom's like, ugh. The second she walks out of the room.
All right. Well, an eventful or uneventful 6 months, depending on who you ask, passes without incident. And a day arrives where Karma expresses her concern, and you guys sit down and she reveals Karmic Retribution, the spell that she had come up with in terms of trying to end things should the worst occur. And after she finished explaining that, Barry comes barging through the door, explains that there's some weird creatures out in the back. And he goes on to explain, look like you, weird head doppelganger, split lip, teeth. I don't fucking know.
What was that?
I said, you got weird ass shit in the backyard. Look like all you. Lips split. Got a big jagged teeth. I don't fucking know.
Oh, it's our mirror friends.
Oh,
Oh.
why are they here?
I don't know.
Can
I ain't gonna no deal with no doppelgangers. 3 of you are no visitors already, motherfucking. Just goes walking off to the bar to start cleaning.
Wait, where? They're in the backyard?
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
Are our
What are they
prostitutes
doing?
okay?
No, they're just waiting for you.
All right, let's go check this out, shall we?
Okay. Karma's gonna, I guess,
You don't
follow
think that
them
this is
as
just
the wizard.
slightly
She's squishy, so
suspicious?
she doesn't want to be right there in the front.
We're just gonna walk out there.
I guess. Or, I don't know, should we peek?
Should we?
Oh, let's go have a diplomatic conversation with them. They were so reasonable last time.
I mean, in their defense, they didn't do anything to you. They just were freaky.
They just were weirdos.
And that can't be allowed. Death penalty.
You're the weird ones. No other weird people. We have a monopoly.
The solution is just to look. I mean, God, I can't believe I'm saying this. To just walk out there and I don't know what, kill them? Should we? But there's better ways to do that. Isn't I don't know, maybe get some sort of surprise.
Level 20 eyes and unlocked a brain cell.
Right?
Okay, I guess we might as well. I don't know, maybe they do want to talk? Or something? I imagine that's why they've here? Unless, I don't know. Fine, let's go. We should just shuffle.
Yes, this is gonna end up like the end of, what was it? God damn it, what is it called? Fantasy Scott Pilgrim, where we're just gonna like befriend our doppelgangers and walk away like chums at the end? No, that's not how this works.
Well, we could. We could try.
Well, the good news is we don't die in this fight.
Exactly. This is now
I
the
can
problem.
see the future now.
It's like
I've seen the future.
I've seen the
It's
future.
sucking out all of the suspense that we could have had.
What suspense?
It means
You
that we can do
people
some wild ass
survive.
shit in this fight.
Maybe we
This
do
is-
die, and you guys are and then there's a whole other one shot to resurrect the person.
There's a,
Or
there,
maybe,
this
or
is
maybe
the-
we did die, or maybe we do die, and then the doppelgangers are the ones who lived
yeah,
a happy,
psych.
happy lives.
Yeah, psych. It was actually
Oh,
you guys. You
shit.
guys didn't get a happily ever after. It was
It
the
was us
doppelganger.
all along.
Well, Draft can't marry the
Damn you, Jordan
doppelganger,
Peele.
so we gotta win this fight.
As you guys walk outside, it's a bright and beautiful spring afternoon. And you guys walk outside, you kind of take a look around, you don't see anything for a second. Then like that large tree in your backyard that has been the site of many a training fight, and I think Eisen has destroyed it at least twice, if not
At
three
least.
times. But up in the tree, kind of like not unlike like a spider kind of hanging in the tree, you see the Eisen doppelganger kind of like on all fours, like perched on a branch. And then at the top steeple of your roof, you see the Emiria doppelganger just kind of hanging upside down, looking down at all of you guys. And the trees, the fruit trees that Barry has planted over the time and that have grown in, you see the Karma doppelganger kind of pop her head out of like one of the small fruit trees that had just grown in. They all just kind of like stare at you, and you just can hear like that like heavy wet breathing from all of them, just like the I just licked my pop filter. Fuck. All right, well, that's what I get. And they're all just like, and again, like their heads making those like jerky little movements. They like move in and out, like kind of like snakes, like sizing up their prey, and they're just all staring at you. They haven't moved. They're not being threatening or actively threatening.
Just physically threatening.
Menacing, I believe, is the word.
I don't know, I feel threatened.
Someone want to talk to them?
What do we say? Hail and well met.
Yes, that might be.
Like, what do you guys want? Like,
As soon as Eisen says that, Eisen, the Eisen doppelganger, like points like a crooked claw finger, just points at you, and all of you can hear in your minds this telepathic speech, and it's like, "We need you."
What?
That could still not be evil.
Exactly. We shouldn't judge. What do you need us for?
We must inhabit a pure version of ourselves.
Nope, that's evil. Nope.
Okay.
no, that's
we're-
not going to happen. At least not while I'm in it.
We will take what is necessary.
Well, that's not polite.
Where have you guys been? Why are you showing up now? It's been months.
The transfer. And you can tell that this is now coming from the Karma doppelganger. Each of your own doppelgangers are responding to you. The transfer left us weak. Souls ripped from a physical plane. Put where we do not belong. We have come for what is ours.
Boy. How about you guys go back to that place then? That's logical. Just get back in that mirror.
The way is shut.
Right.
Oh, love of God.
So, what are you guys? They're not going for anything. They're just kind of sitting there. Should we just
I mean, they just talked about body snatching us. So I mean,
Yeah, but they're not attacking right now.
I was gonna. Are we doing this or what?
The one above you, Emiria, you notice that she's now actually climbed down and kind of Spider-Manning down the wall, and she's now kind of about a foot above the doorway that you guys are all standing above, and it's
I don't like that.
kind of with one claw raised above you, and it's you will not deny us a life we were promised. And she dives towards you. Everybody roll initiative.
Lovely.
yeah, man,
Here in the backyard. Right here in our beautiful, lovely backyard.
Wow, I rolled a 6.
You guys are all level 20. Jesus.
I only have a +1 to my initiative.
17
Sucks
plus
to
1.
suck.
I only have a +1 too. 18.
So 18.
Weirdly enough, I only have a 12 dex.
Weird. 19. I have a +4.
18.
Wow, fancy.
All right. All right. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay, so as combat begins, Amiria, you watch as your clone dives towards you, and her mouth splits open, and this inky blackness shoots out, and you guys kind of cover up for a moment and watch as suddenly you're all engulfed. And as your eyes open, you find yourself in something of a sort of mirror dimension. The walls are made of this clear crystalline structure. It looks like almost not like a funhouse mirror, but just a slightly tilted, shifted version of your own world. The grass is more there's cube-like structures. The walls sort of move and undulate, and the colors of the space you're in are split between black and white, and they mix in the center, almost in a yin and yang sort of portal. And as this happens, you find yourselves, each of you, standing 3 next to each other, then about across from you by about 30 feet, 40 feet, the 3 of them all matched up against you. And the Emiria clone just kind of swaying like a snake. It's wouldn't want to harm our new home. And you watch as she reaches to her side, and out of this swirling inky blackness, she snaps her hand out, and her arm forms into a facsimile blade of the hour hand of Kronos. As she kind of runs her tongue along. She runs her tongue along it, and is going to go sprinting right at you. And let's take a swing at you. She sucks. That's an 11. That's a miss on... Wow, she sucks.
Fantastic.
Okay, she will activate a key point to do Flurry of Blows against you.
Oh. I hadn't considered that.
That will hit.
No shit.
And that's a natural 20. So
Dr. Rooney's.
we're gonna go. So that's 7 bludgeoning. That's the non-nat 20. Oh, you're lucky. 12 bludgeoning. He rolled a 1 on the damage die, but it is 1 plus 5. As you watch this blade shoot out, and as soon as it misses, it like turns back in that like liquid ichor, and you watch as these 2 claws come reaching out, and like one rakes across your face and the other catches you like on the side of your on like the side by your ribs, and you just feel them bite into you and cut deep. The clone just kind of like screeches at you, and then you watch as they whoosh, vanish in front of you and cast and engage empty body.
Hey, that's an action.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, no, that is an action. No, you were right. I misread that. I was looking at the wrong thing. No, then she just she ends by, let's see. No,
She already
wouldn't-
used her bonus on Flurry of Blows.
She did.
I know how monks work.
You do.
I know how this game goes.
All right. No, that'll just end her turn. She will stop there. It is now your turn. Eisen, you are on deck.
Cool.
I give her the double birds, and I use empty body.
Okay. You disappear in front of her. All right, you have your bonus
8
action.
points, bitch. 1 second. I'm trying to actually keep track of those in this fight, because I might use a lot of key points. Do.
You do have a lot of them.
Ooh.
Also,
The
make sure you guys are
problem-
maxed out on all your spells and spell slots and key points and all that, because you would have definitely had long rests.
Problem is, all of my bonus actions need me to have done the attack action for the main part of my turn. So, fuck me.
You are invisible. You can move.
Mm. Yeah, I'll just take like 10 steps away. Just make it a little more difficult for her to know where I am.
Okay, that is absolutely fine. That will end your turn. The Eisen clone. You watch as his hands and both of his arms form into again like this ichor black-white facsimile of Eisen's sword and shield, and he is going to. What is he going to do? Eisen has so many
I was
options.
on deck, or he was on deck.
Oh no, I'm saying I'm letting you know that the next player character in initiative order will be you. So to like start mentally preparing your turn. Yeah, all of them rolled. All of them are going before you guys.
Okay.
So let's see. What do we want to do? No, you can do that. Yeah, fuck it. He is going to drop a 3rd level guiding bolt on Eisen's face.
Guiding bolt is
It's a 2 hit. That misses. Wow. By 1. Eisen, you watch as this dark orb of energy just fizzes and flies at you, and you hold you get your shield up at just the last second. You watch as it splashes and burns almost like it's acid, and then dissipates from your shield. And in the moment like it dissipates, you can see like almost like it's tearing a hole in reality. You can see what Doppleganger Eisen's version of the shield looks like, and it looks scarred and pitted and like almost melted in a way, like something horrible had gone wrong with the shield. And then in a moment, it's gone. Okay. Wow, you way to suck. Way to suck, Doppelganger Eisen.
Hey, I got a really good to hit too. That's your fault.
I know, that is my fault. We are going to... Yeah, he's going to quicken a spell. He wants to hit you, so he'll burn 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell, and he will only first level Guiding Bolt you now. That's better. Okay, that is a... Yeah, that'll definitely hit you. So... That is 15 points of radiant damage.
Since I don't know, and because I'm just gonna do it anyway. Do I want to do that? Because you said karma goes before me too.
Yeah, the clones all go before you guys.
Okay.
Well, does karma go before normal Eisen?
Does doppelganger karma
Yes.
go before me? Okay.
Okay.
Doppelganger karma goes after you, Eisen.
Okay.
But before me.
Then I will use my reaction to cast shield.
Okay. That's 5, right?
So that's a 20. Did it beat a 28?
It matched a 28. It was a 28.
Then can I even do that? What is that? I might be able to do one more thing.
The only thing I could think of would be bend luck, but that might only be saving throws and ability rolls.
Let me see. Where is it?
Is bend
So I have
luck
so many
not the
fucking
same
things I
thing
can
as
do.
the lucky feat?
No, it is not. You can't bend luck. Bend luck is a reaction. You already shielded.
Yeah. No, I was gonna look at my because I have my armor, and I don't know if that's a free action or not.
Yes, no, you are correct. Hang on. I believe Breastplate of the Storm is a bonus action.
The light, some of the power as a bonus. Yep.
That's a bonus action. So you
So
would have.
I'd have to do that on my turn.
Yeah, you'd have to do that on your turn.
It'd be for the round. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so
it'd be like
he's
until my
so-
next turn. Yeah. So it hits.
Yep. So 15 points of radiant damage to you as it splashes across your chest, and you see that same sort of like pockmarked, like sort of like the symbol on your chest. The symbol of Odar is like broken and ripped, and you can see like a rough new symbol carved into it. You can't totally make it out, but it is definitely not what should be there. And the Izar clone, like after like casting these spells, like looks to see it's like, you will know the truth. That will end his turn. Eisen, it is your turn.
That hurt, but nothing's really as good as the original. And I'm going to cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself.
Ooh, okay.
Fancy.
This might be one of the few times this actually matters. Let's see, hang on a second. So until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead. They are technically an aberration. So,
Fuck yeah.
so disadvantage on attack rolls against you. You cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed, such as a creature. Okay, so they will have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and you can't be charmed by them. I don't think any of them have charm spells, but...
Well, I also can't be possessed, just in case they somehow are able to do that while I'm still alive.
Yeah.
I don't know what they can fucking do.
All right, we just have to remember that is concentration, so just gotta remember concentration checks for that.
And then I will also use 2 sorcery points to cast. Where whatchamacallit? Mirror image.
Okay. So you kind of clap your hands together Naruto style, and then whoosh, you got a little shadow clone.
I got 3 shadow clones,
You do.
so
Believe it.
believe it.
That
Um,
fucked.
And then I'm going to actually make use my movement, basically create a wall around Karma.
Okay. That is easy enough to do. That will end your turn then. It is now
Favoritism.
Karma. It is now the Karma clone's turn.
boy.
She is going to. You watch as she like whips her hand out and her staff of power forms in her hand.
Damn it.
And she is she's not. What is she gonna do? Because you have a better to hit than the staff of power, technically. Karma. You have a plus 15 spell attack.
Do.
Also, Karma now has total cover because with all 4 shields around her, I'm pretty sure you can't see her.
Wait, can Karma see though?
Yeah, but
the same would be true. Karma would not be able to see. We're going for something different though.
Yeah, but Karma could also move to peek her head. It's like right now she's basically being.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Okay, so we are going to go with, I need a dexterity saving throw from Eisen. And, well, actually, first, Eisen, please roll me a d6 for
It's a
mirror
D20.
image. Or, sorry, d20 for mirror image.
18.
Okay, and
I don't even know what that means actually.
actually, no, I gotta find. I have to find this, but there it is, mirror image.
It hits a clone.
Okay, so you don't have to make the save. Karma, I will need. Actually, I need 2 rolls because technically, if you're on either side of her, this is lightning bolt. It's a line. So could you roll another d20 for me, please? This will be targeting a second clone, technically.
Well, you can't because it has to. It's a spell that targets me. Lightning bolt doesn't target anybody. So we don't actually, since we don't have we don't have like a map going right now. How would that work?
So
Also,
you formed a diamond around Karma.
Yeah.
So she's completely covered. The Karma clone is shooting a lightning bolt through like one of the point ends of the diamond. So she's making the educated guess that Karma is in the center since she watched you close around her. So she's using a line spell to be able to hit multiple people.
So it's going to go through the front of the
It
diamond
goes
and go
through
through
the
the
front
back of the
and
diamond.
then
So
through
it's
the
going to hit
back.
2 clones.
So it will hit 2 clones. So it has a chance to hit you twice, Eisen. So that is why you rolled
It only
once.
has a chance to hit. Okay, I guess it works that way.
Yeah, so just roll another d20 for your mirror image, and then Karma, I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
And I have advantage against spells and magical effects, so.
You do. So that would be a saving throw with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
17. So,
17. That is 2 clones. Okay, so nothing for Eisen.
Whose phone is on?
That still hits. I did not roll high enough.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2 and a 5. And I have and then my dexterity is +3, so.
Okay. Let me
I
check.
will cast Absorb Elements.
You already used your reaction.
You did, actually. It has. And come back. It did overlap. This is actually the perfect initiative order for you, Alex. Okay, so you are going to cast Absorb Elements. That, I believe, just halves it, correct?
Yes.
Let's see. 1 reaction.
I'm only casting at level 1.
Okay, so let's see. So please roll 2d8. Please roll 2d6. Because that's how much damage you absorb.
No, that's how much damage it halves. It should give them resistance.
Let's see. Oh no, that was clicked on the
Yeah.
wrong spell. There we go.
You have resistance to the triggering damage. It's basically you absorb the damage, and at higher levels you can then, when you go attack somebody, basically use the stored damage to deal damage back.
All right.
So that number goes higher, but
okay. So Karma. So you failed, but your boyfriend's really helpful. So that's a good thing because it was 42 points of lightning damage. That is cut in half to 21.
My boyfriend, for some reason, really doesn't want me to die. I wonder if it has something to do with me telling him I had a death spell earlier.
This is 5 minutes after finding out my girlfriend has a death wish. And then the absorbed energy will, because you cast it on Karma, Karma, you have 2d6 lightning damage on your next attack.
Shit, I do? Or he does?
Technically, it would be you because you absorbed because he cast it on you. You're technically not allowed to do that, but frankly, I don't care. It's a cool visual. The spell says range is self only. You can only cast it on yourself, but I don't give a shit.
I thought it was like range touch. Sorry, or
yeah, I don't give a fuck. You're burning spell slots. She still took damage. It's not the end of the world. We're having fun. Rules get in the way of fun. Sorry, what'd you say, Hannah?
I said we're all having fun. We're having fun together. This is fun.
Mandated fun time. That is all that Karma's clone can do because she's also a wizard. Karma, you are up. Amiria, you are on deck.
All right.
You are now flanked by 2 Eisens because 2 of them are gone.
All right. What's the setting? We have Amiria up on Amiria, and we have
Amiria is kind of like standing almost kitty corner to you, Karma, because she got right into Amiria's face to try to hit Amiria, but Amiria has obviously vanished and has stepped away, so Amiria is a little confused, just as I'm sure our listeners are.
I'm confused.
The Amiria clone is standing probably about like 5 feet to your left in a diagonal, Karma. And then you have Karma clone and Eisen clone. They still haven't closed that like 30, 40 foot distance.
Okay. So would I be, would stepping back put me at like a,
attack of opportunity? No.
Okay. I'm going to step around so that I'm on the other side of Clone Eisen.
Okay.
So I have a Clone Eisen in between me and
actually, you have no idea
evil
between you.
One of the mirror. You've either got a real Eisen or a mirror image Eisen.
I've got an Eisen.
You have an Eisen in front of you.
I have an Eisen right here. Don't know which one it is. Okay. So Eisen, evil Eisen, and evil Karma near each other?
Yeah, they're probably about 10 feet apart.
Okay. Cool. No doubt. I'm going to cast and how far away are they from me?
About 40 feet.
Cool. I'm going to cast in their little area, I'm going to cast Cloud Kill.
Okay.
In centered on them.
All right.
Where am I?
Where are you?
You'd step back. You'd step back. Remember?
But Karma doesn't know where I am.
What radius sphere? Okay, 5d. Okay, Eisen, Clone Eisen is going to counterspell you.
My counterspell is counterspell.
So
God,
this
not
is
this
this is
again.
no, but okay. So now this is where everyone gets our first teaser of campaign 2 mechanics. We are operating on C2 counterspell mechanics. Counterspells are a lair action now. They cannot be cast back to back. So, how much do you value your counterspells? We are going to be more strategic with counterspell is going to require strategy now.
Thank God.
I'm a wizard. This is all I can fucking do.
You are totally
I'm gonna
welcome.
use counter. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my counterspell right now.
All right. What level?
I'm going to cast it at Wait, what level? Okay.
You noted like they
'Cause
cast
I cast it at
counterspell.
I cast mine at 7th level. He would have to
Um,
unless he's casting his counterspell at 7th level.
Okay.
He's gonna have to roll.
Okay, no, yeah, he's gonna cast at the highest level. I was just looking at how many spell slots Eisen has. Yeah, he'll match 7th level.
7th level, okay. And if I roll counterspell at a lower level, I have to.
It's gonna be a D10 plus your intelligence modifier. I'm pretty sure for counterspell.
Okay, so if I roll at a lower level, I have to roll a d20, and it has to be higher than.
Using your spellcasting ability modifier. So you have to roll at least a 17 on an intelligence check.
Intelligence check. Okay.
Because that's your spellcasting ability. Is
Okay.
intelligence.
So the smarter I am, the higher I have to roll.
No, you're rolling an intelligence roll.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna cast counterspell at a lower level, but I'm gonna have to roll to try to counterspell this counterspell to let my cloud kill go.
Yeah.
I believe in you. That is a 15 plus 5, so 20.
All right. Your cloud kill goes off. So that's
Okay.
a save they have to make, correct?
Yes. Cloud kill, where is it? Cloud kill. They have to make a constitution saving throw of 21 or higher.
Ooh.
Lasts for the duration. When the creature enters
Oh
the spell-
no. Karma clone fails.
Oh god. But what does Cloud Kill do?
Eisen clone
this.
also fails. A 1 and a 10.
Oh god.
So it goes off.
So they, at 7th, they take, in this first round, they take 7d8 poison damage? Yeah, poison damage.
Okay, roll them bones.
Let me get my things. 7d8. Wait, I'm gonna just fucking do it on here. Cloud kill, 78. There they go. That's 28.
Sorry, what was that again?
28.
All
Not
right.
amazing,
You
but-
watch as this cloud just drops down on top of them. You just hear this hacking, wheezing sort of cough. And like through the cloud, you can almost see like as this poison eats away at them, you watch where they're like sort of like melted and funhouse flesh melts away. You see raw, pristine versions of your own like faces and features. As they become damaged, as you become damaged, you can almost see like their reflection in you, and as they are damaged, you see your reflection in them. Does that end your turn, Karma? You have your remaining movement.
I do have my remaining movement. So they're a little ways back, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit. About 40 feet.
About 40 feet. I'm going to.
Actually, cloud kill, the radius, the fog cloud would run right up to you because it's a 20-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, I centered it on them. Yeah, so it
Okay,
would
yeah,
run.
so yeah, the edge
20
the edge would run like right up to you. The edge would run about halfway through the battlefield to you guys.
They're
And you
that far.
centered-
I'm gonna use the. I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move back from the Amiria clone that's on the other side of Eisen ? And that'll be. I'm gonna move a good another 30 feet, maybe no, not 30, probably another 20 feet back
Okay.
in the opposite direction of the, but not going towards the cloud kill.
Okay. That is easy enough to do. That one, your turn. Back to the top of the order. We have
I'm close enough to use my telekinetic.
Amiria. We have Amiria's clone. She's quite frustrated that you disappeared on her, Amiria. So she's gonna take that out on the closest thing to her, which would be one of the Eisen clones.
Potentially
So,
Eisen.
or Eisen. Who knows? We'll find out.
Next time.
That will
time on
miss.
Dragon Ball Z.
That hit just misses. But she's going to do her. She's going to burn a key point for Flurry of Blows as well. That will also miss.
Bitch.
Everything misses. Eisen, you just like, hey, dude, who? It's like you get a flashback to like 15 years ago on the ship as Amiria is like sparring with you, and it's just like, and you just remember like the first time she hit you, she definitely broke her rib, and it was definitely intentional. So you're just like having a core memory unlock, just like do not get hit.
Nope.
That's all she can do. Amiria, it's your turn. You're invisible.
She's truly rolling like me, and that hurts my heart a little bit, but
It didn't hurt me, and I like that.
yeah, small victories. Why can I never find this in my inventory?
What are you looking for?
Looking for the Hour Hand of Kronos' attack.
Actions. It'll be the first one on your sheet.
The first action is empty body. Oh, never mind. I see what you mean. All right.
+8.
Do I call the ultimate attack before I roll?
Yes, you are choosing to use the bleed before you roll.
All right. I'm gonna risk it.
All right, roll to hit.
Fuck this bitch. Please God. Oh, thank Christ. That would be 25 to hit.
That absolutely hits. Your AC is
yeah.
18.
Hit that bitch.
You bring the blade down. Roll them bones.
All right.
Don't forget the additional D4.
So I'm doing 3 damage dice plus the 1d4.
It's 1d8. It's 1d8 plus 8, and then 2 additional damage on top of all of that, because that's just what the extra effect does when you activate the bleed, and then 1d4 once per 10 rounds of combat.
All right, so it's gonna be 25 damage,
All right.
Oh yeah.
and then 3 of the extra bleed damage. Is Zach muted for just me?
No, I
can't
see
hear
him muted
anything
too.
Oh, I accidentally muted myself. My bad.
I thought
Okay.
you were
Happens.
like doing some math, and then I looked at the actual
No,
video. And I was
no,
like, oh no.
I accidentally hit my mute hotkey. Thank you. So Amiria or Eisen, you watch as the clone Amiria is about to bring another blow down on you, and then her head snaps back and screeches as you watch as Amiria, fading back into visibility. You watch the blade
Wait,
sprout
though.
out from her
We
chest.
decided in the last fight that
Yeah, that was
an
wrong.
action doesn't break my invisibility.
So it turns out we had agreed
Oh,
in the
no.
previous episode that it does do that. So I just
Fuck.
fucked up my own thing in the final episode, and it just worked out really well because that was a cavalcade of fuck ups on Mikhail's part because he rolled 5 nat 1s on dexterity saves, which is the only thing you guys were forcing out of his ass. So frankly, he deserved to go out like a bitch.
All right, that's fair enough.
So, and it's a really cool visual. So as you fade back in and you watch her blood start to run down and like sort of like rivulets on your sword, you watch as where this blood is, you see like this pockmarked and rusted blade, the crystalline groove that runs through it from the magic that Karma and Eisen had worked into the blade. You see it's this like festering, pulsing vein of arcane and necrotic power running through it. As you whip your blade out and the blood sort of drips off of it, you see in that gaping wound, you can see like in her, like kind of like in the chest cavity in the cut, you can see little like bits of robotic circuitry like knitting itself back together, trying to heal itself as you've kind of sliced through this mirror dimension as you attack her. That is your action. What is your bonus action?
The attack burned my bonus also.
Oh, right. Yeah, that whole thing burns your entire action. I forgot about that. Okay. That will end your turn. That is Eisen's clone on deck. He is going to come stumbling out of the cloud, but I believe if he starts his turn in it, he also takes damage. Is that correct, Anna?
Yes.
If he's, let's see, if they...
It's if they start or end the turn in it, right?
Let me double check it. 1 second.
I just had it
Hopefully
pulled up.
before.
Yep, or starts a turn
yeah,
there.
when they
Okay, so
start
yeah,
their
so
turn there, yeah,
roll.
the
So
creature
it's
must make
another con save.
Another con save, yeah.
Okay, that's way better. What's the save again?
21.
Oh, that's an 18. No, fails. Full damage. Please roll.
Yep. So that's 5d8.
God, that's a useful spell.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Django.
Baby.
That's
This dice-
21.
This dice very pretty. Rolls like shit. Goes away. Okay, 21 points of damage. All right. You watch as this clone emerges hacking and coughing, and it's a little disturbing as he comes stumbling out because with having spent so much time in the cloud, you watch as you almost see like a complete Eisen in front of you. The most of the torso is visible. Half the face is visible, and you can see like half of Eisen's face and then half of this strange mirror dimension face. And it like it like looks at you, Karma, after emerging from the cloud. It's like, this look upon the face of your failure, and is going to point a finger at Okay. Yeah, okay. He is going to cast... Oh, I was on the wrong character sheet. I was about to say, I don't think Eisen has Mind Spike. I was on the wrong character sheet. That's what Karma has. He is going to... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. He'll get up close. So he is going to close the distance with you, well, with the Eisen in front of you, Karma.
I moved back 20 feet.
Oh, you did move back. So actually, no. Okay, so this is actually going to. I forgot you moved back. He is going to Misty Step to right in front of you, Karma,
Oh,
with his bonus action, and pull out. And you watch in his hand forms like a doppelganger, like sort of black ichor version of the sword of the blue dragon, and he is going to swing at you.
Oh my god, I'm only watching Django. She's so politely asking to be pet. I'm sorry.
It misses. Eisen. Jesus Christ. Okay, that is Doppelganger Eisen's turn. Eisen, you're up.
Bitch.
You're muted, Eisen. You're muted, Alex.
So, oh my god. So I've got a Amiria right in front of me, right? A doppelganger.
Yes, you have.
one,
You
and
are
both
technically
Amirias.
flanking. You are technically flanking Amiria with Amiria.
Okay.
Miria.
You're being confusing on purpose.
Yes, somewhere draft like just sneezed at the phrase Amiria is flanking Amiria.
I like the idea that they're Izone, Amirio, and Carmo.
Right.
Sure, that's what we'll call them from now on. Amirio, Carmo, and Izo. Or Izeno.
I was trying to think of like regular ass names for like the clones, and it would be like Carl,
Carl, Eric, but spelled with an I.
Carl, Arnold, and Eric.
Or Isaac.
Isaac, that would work.
True.
Eisen, what are we doing?
Okay.
Those are my.
I'm going to cast.
Are you okay,
Ooh,
Morgan?
that might be
I love
terrifying.
her so much.
She's so polite.
I'm
She's
going
just
to
like,
cast
"Hello, will you pet?"
Sunburst in the
In the cloud.
cloud.
Okay, what does Sunburst do again? Let's make sure this isn't just daylight on steroids and we'll just blind her.
Brilliant sunlight flashes in a 60-foot radius centered upon a point you choose within range. Each creature in that light must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 12d6 radiant damage and is
Jesus.
blinded for 1 minute.
Holy shit.
On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and is blinded, or isn't blinded by the spell. Undead and oozes have disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay, they're not undead. So, okay, if it's a 60-foot sphere, it's a 60-foot radius. Okay, if you cast
Yes.
it, okay, if you cast on the cloud, you'd be fine because you're 40 feet away. No, actually, if it's a 60-foot radius sphere, you would be caught in this unless you cast it behind the cloud.
1 second.
Because 60 feet radius is a 120-foot sphere. That's fucking massive. That's about the size of the room.
I will careful spell it, and I will center it on the room.
Okay, what does Careful Spell do?
I can spend up to 1 sorcery point to allow up to 5 creatures to automatically succeed the saving throw of a spell that I cast.
Okay, so your compatriots will save, so that means everyone is going to have to save on this, so hang on. And what's your DC?
What is my DC? Spells. 19.
Okay. All right, 2 will pass. I have to reroll Karma because she has advantage.
Why does she have advantage? Oh, yeah.
Because of her robe. You have advantage on magical-based saves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's con, you said?
Yes.
It's 16. You said 18?
19.
19? Okay. The one you were trying to hit, Karma, fails. The other 2 succeed. So roll your damage. 12d6. Use a dice roller for that.
Yes.
Do 12d6, then it'll be halved for everyone but the Karma clone.
Karma clone death.
Kamara clone.
Come.
You come and go, more likely go. You're gonna
God
be
willing.
burned by the fucking sunlight.
Your eyes will burn.
Will the amount that we sing only get worse in campaign 2 when I'm playing a bard? Yes.
Probably. Hey, there's another lore drop.
Hey.
Oh no, you'd
I,
already
mean, I
said
said
bard.
it in the live
You'd already
stream.
said bard. I did a lore drop on Kat and Hannah in a very cruel way a couple weeks
Rude.
ago.
57 damage.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
That's the
Nice.
total damage. So cut in half, that would be 28. So you round down. Yeah, so 28 damage to the Eisen and Karma, or the Eisen and Amiria clone. They are not blinded, but they are... You watch as like this flash of light, and you watch like the light momentarily almost burns away all the ichor. So for about a second or two, you guys have perfect clone representations of each other, and you can see Amiria, your clone is like a half roboticized, half elf version of yourself, scarred with, it looks like eons of battle. You can see it looks like replacement parts have kind of been stapled on over time. So you were maybe more elf for a time, and then the robot has started to take over. Eisen, you see yourself, one eye missing, a scar over one eye, dressed in the similar garb to what you know, but it's regal, it's larger. You're very clearly some sort of military leader or general of some kind. Karma, in the moment you see yourself before she flashes out of existence, you see resplendent in almost royal robes. You see crystals floating in a circlet above your head, as you can almost see like the magical power that like has coursed through you. And you guys see all these mirror dimension versions of yourself for a moment, and as they all are themselves again, you can almost see a relieved smile on their face before immediately they're overtaken again by this black ichor-like substance. And the mirror, the funhouse mirror, split Glasgow smiles, sharp teeth all start to return, and you hear an echoing scream within the fog of poison gas as you watch this black dust sort of float towards the ceiling as Karma's doppelganger wisps out of existence.
It's so easy to beat.
And then I'm going to use... Hold on. So I've used...
You've used action
One,
and
then 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to use... Because Careful Spell, it doesn't require me to do anything. It's a no action.
Alright, so no action. Cool.
So I'm going to use another 2 sorcery points to cast a level 9 inflict wounds, and I'm just going to reach forward and grab Amiria's clone's face.
Okay. Roll to hit +2. Because you are flanking technically.
All right. So that is a 17 on the dice.
+9, I think.
Because it's my
+8. So 17 + 8. That definitely hits because Amiria's AC is 18. You absolutely hit. Roll damage.
God, what is that? Oh, I think it's
Level 9, 12d10.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, 12 d 10.
God, that would have sucked if you missed.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. 89.
89. Okay. Hang on. Let me do some math. Amiria, you would hit for like 28, right?
Something around there.
That's right. Okay. Barely clinging to life, but still standing, the Emeria clone stands there. You watch as this ichor is like kind of slopped off of her. She's missing like half her torso. Teeth have started falling out. She is fucked up, but still there. And you can kind of see like in the bits and pieces that have slumped off of her and just kind of fallen to the ground. You watch as they shift back into their like regular form before they turn to ash and start to float towards the top of the room. That will end Eisen's turn. It would be Karma Clone's turn, but she's dead. Karma, you're up.
So, whoopsie poopsie. She dead.
Oh wait, Eisen. Please roll me like 2 concentration checks. I just realized you've been hit twice, so you need to.
I do have advantage. Wait, did you roll disadvantage on those when she was trying to hit me? Oh wait, are we just because I got hit by the lightning, right?
You got
Or
hit
no,
by the
I
spell.
didn't. It was all. What did I get hit by?
Oh no, never mind. You did. Yeah, it was all doppelgangers. Never mind. You are good. You are good. I think the only thing that's hit you is the guiding bolt so far.
Yeah.
All right. Karma, what are you doing?
Karma's gonna cast oof. Alright. I've got Izono in front of me.
Okay.
So she's keeping in mind like those strange things we were seeing where they're very we can infer there's something going on where they're clearly this black ichor is torturing them in a way. Can we infer that?
Roll an Arcana check. I'll say this will be your free action.
Okay. All right, that is an 11 plus 5, so 16.
16. With what you can kind of tell and what you've like kind of wrapped your head around with everything that's happened and like your memories are turning and all of that, these appear to be one of the alternate reality versions of yourself that somehow whatever was happening in the monastery, whatever experiments were being run, Amiria's old order was either they stumbled upon something or they were closer than they thought, and they were able to reach into an alternate dimension with by using what remaining power of the other 10 they had. And that's how they were able to continue experimentation, because then they had access to other worlds, and more importantly, the version of the 12 in that world.
Roll perception.
So
Okay.
you kind of get, it's less that they're being tortured and more that this is a version of yourself whose world is no longer accessible. So they're starting to like sort of degrade as they're not in their proper place. And so they are trying to use you as a vessel for their kind of like ripped and shattered soul.
Karma is going to cast where is it? Oh, it doesn't change anything. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, Karma is going to cast Disintegrate at level 9.
Okay.
He's going to
That's a save, correct? Or is that a hit?
yeah, dexterity save.
All right. Eisen's famously excellent dex saves. He does have advantage. No. Oh, he has a shield bonus, so I can add the shield AC.
Shield bonus. Yeah. So you get a +3 to it. So you get a +4 plus your...
12 is not enough, though. Rolled an 8, so full damage on Disintegrate.
And I guess for partial flavor, I guess I should roll the damage first, though. But
Yeah, roll the damage.
roll the damage. 19d6 plus 40.
Level 20.
Good God.
You guys are going to be fighting exclusively dragons at Draft and Amiria's wedding.
Oh, I rolled so many ones on that. Oh my god, there's an unholy number of ones on that.
The plus 40 kind of covers you, though.
109.
Yeah, the plus
fuck
40.
off.
I rolled so many
Good.
ones.
I did. There was actually a lot of ones on that.
I hate casters so much.
But for
All right.
but for flavor, she's gonna reach out and like I don't know if this kills him or not. Probably doesn't. He has a lot of health. But she's gonna
Oh, he
touch
did.
his face and say, "I'm sorry." And cast it. And 109. I don't know if that kills him. I don't think it does.
You
but-
watch from the point of your touch as the black ichor starts to melt away, and you still have that same moment, like that same moment where you can see like this fully formed like Eisen the general, a little older, probably like he's a half elf, so probably about like 200 years old. Or no, he'd be about probably like 80, 90 years old, about middle-aged. Would be like, looks like he's seen the weight. He's got the weight of time about him. You can see it in his face. And he mouths to you a silent thank you as he starts to fade away into dust and float away into the top of the room. That will end your turn.
Yeah, I think it will. I don't think I'm close enough to use my telekinetic.
It is Amiria Clone's turn.
I hate this bitch. Does she take damage on her turn or mine?
She takes damage if it's for the sword. That's every minute, so it hasn't been 10 rounds of combat.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Busted ass bleed damage.
But she is not doing too well. She is going to use Hand of Healing on herself.
Oh, get fucked. I've never done that. Bitch.
Yeah, she
This
is going to use
bitch.
Hand of Healing on herself. Not great, but she touches her chest and like heals herself a little bit and just kind of stands there defiantly. She turns her back to Eisen and she just stares at you, Amiria, as you like see like this half-formed clone of yourself just kind of standing there, and you just hear in your mind, "Do it," because she will
Sure,
end
I'll
her
take
turn.
An invitation. I can't remember. I thought I had 2 attack actions per turn, but am I on crack?
No, you do. You have 2 attacks per turn.
Okay.
I on crack.
I just can't find it.
Am I smoking that crack?
It's listed right next. If you do all actions, if you go to all actions, right next to actions at the very top, it says attacks per action too.
Oh. I just don't know how to read D&D Beyond. Okay, she's getting 2 thoughts and prayers punches.
All right, swing away. That plus
yeah.
13 is probably enough.
Thoughts and prayers for your situation.
That is 21 and 18 plus 13, and I don't want to do that math.
Both will hit. Roll
21,
damage.
Or 31.
Yeah, 31 to hit. Yeah. Enjoy level 20 while you can, motherfuckers. You're going back to level 2.
Level 20 is terrifying.
You are based. This is
Hooray.
why whenever it's like, this is why you have to come up with a reason for your like X level 20 shopkeepers to be shopkeepers. Because if they're level 20 and they're just choosing not to help their town when like trouble rolls through, they're just assholes. They are a
Right.
god. They are a god.
7,
Miria casually punches for 31. That wasn't a crit. A crit would be a 33.
29. 35 total.
35 total damage. You sink your fist into what remains of her chest, and you watch, not unlike with Eisen, as the ichor from your point of contact starts to melt away. And for a moment, you see Amiria's full porcelain form, and you see yourself, the full elvish form with one beautiful gold, silver, and porcelain filigreed arm. That you watch as she like kind of holds it up to her face, and you watch as it transforms from a fist into like a cannon, and then back into a fist. And she looks at you and smiles and says, "Thank you," and wisps away into dust. You guys watch. You hear a almost glass breaking sound from within the room you're in, and you watch as like this sort of like dimension, this pocket dimension you're in, starts to kind of like fade away and break, and you guys find yourself after a couple of seconds back in the backyard of your guys' tavern. Your battle concluded, and as you guys take a moment to breathe and kind of like let out an exhale, you hear a soft whoosh, thoop, and a soft thud as you see a book kind of land at your guys' feet.
Karma picks it up.
It's a very familiar looking book. It's one you've actually seen before. It's got a few differences. It's the exact same book that is in the Order of the Rose, the tome that contained your guys' entire story. This one's a little different. Instead of being bound in like a dark black leather, it's embossed with golds and silvers and filigrees. It looks like a proper historical tome that it should be. And as you open it, you discover your guys' story again. A different story. One of a world in where the gods were able to break through sooner, and it was less of a desperate defense and more a prolonged war. All of you kind of came into your own as commanders, leaders, great healers, and powerful sorcerers, but unfortunately, you were betrayed from within by one of your own. And that slowly but surely began the inevitable decline of this world, until at long last all of you were consumed by Mikhail's darkness and transformed into these strange mirror-like versions of yourself, twisted by his magics to fit his own whims. And the last entry is signed off, and you can tell by the handwriting. It is Amiria's handwriting in the book. You can tell the last entry in it from Amiria's handwriting is, we entrust this story in the hope that somewhere out there, someone else can use this to win where we were defeated. And you close the book. You close the book, and you have a moment where you get a glimpse into what could have happened if you guys had failed. It was a reality somewhere else.
Question is, who betrayed us?
It's not really mentioned in the book, but I'll say, everybody roll an investigation check.
Nope.
17.
17.
I rolled a 6.
Modified 20.
Modified 20.
I's like, I don't want to know what happened in an alternate universe. I'm awesome in this universe. Fuck other universes.
The other universes, nerds, weaklings.
The turning point. You read, it is known. It's known as the Battle of Broken Hearts. and it is a turning point where an attack on Neverwinter was repelled. The enemy had tunneled beneath the old city quarter and had come up in the Tipsy Table. And it is known as the Battle of Broken Hearts because it is where Barry died, and it is where Raikou and most of your staff died. And it was with the death of his brother that Rimond felt he had nothing left to live for, and he ended up betraying you to Mikhail. Because he was promised he would be reunited with his beloved brother if Mikhail helped. And Mikhail, at this point, having, you guys can tell by earlier entries, you had slowly been losing artifacts over the time. Mikhail had gotten a hold of the Philosopher's Stone and was therefore able to use its powers to bring people back to life. And that was what Rimond was banking on.
Fuck.
How the fuck did they kill Barry? Like, how did that even happen?
It's listed as like almost a, it's like it was a major battle. It was imagine fighting the battle for Neverwinter just over the Tipsy Table. It was a huge fight.
I managed to kill a dragon. I mean,
yeah, it's.
We're forgetting that we almost lost that
Had
fight.
to fight a lot more.
we almost
So
lost that
it's-
fight. We just had to sacrifice Eisen and
No, that
turn him
was-
into a
that-
giant nuclear bomb.
No, see that's what happened in this other universe. Eisen didn't kill himself.
Yeah, there's the turning point. Eisen didn't sacrifice himself because he thought everyone else had it. This is the Eisen that believed in everyone and never learned his lesson.
Christ.
Plebes.
But as you close this book and you get this momentary glance into what could have been, take a breath, you take a moment, and you feel an odd sense of peace radiate off of the book. Like the people who wrote it know, at least even in death, there was somewhere, hopefully many places, where it went right instead of wrong. And as Barry walks outside and notices, like, oh, good, you're done with it. Good job. Fucking weird ass things fucking up my yard, and just goes walking back in. And as you watch the sun start to dip over the horizon, you all walk back into your home. A strange day. Probably not the weirdest day of your lives, but certainly a day you weren't expecting after you were pretty sure most of the weird days of your life were done at this point. And the sun sets on a grateful universe once again. And that is where we will end our story for today. Thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Dances with Dice. Please follow us on all of our socials at Dances with Dice. And when you use the hashtag DWDcast or DWDart with any of your creations, we'll use you as named NPCs in the show. Until next time, everybody, thank you so much. And we are so excited to have you for Campaign 2 coming very, very shortly. Bye-bye.
Woo! Bye, guys.